Welcome to the Numbers Game with your host, Miss Kim. I am here today with two wonderful ladies that I have met in the business of renewable energy. And we'll get to that in a moment. But I do want to remind you that you can catch a girl on YouTube. Just subscribe to the What's Up Production channel. You'll see these shows come up on a weekly basis. Now, what is the numbers game? The numbers game is something that I'm passionate about. In my own way, I'm promoting health and wealth, education and building, because I believe that it doesn't make sense for you to be healthy and not gain wealth, just like it doesn't make sense for you to be wealthy and have poor health. Either way, you want to be able to live and outlive your money, right? So that's kind of why we're here today. We're actually going to be talking a little bit more on the wealth side today with my friend Teresa Perkins and my friend Lachelle Bynum. Got it. And I'm so excited to get into this conversation. So if you are joining us pre-recorded, feel free to chat with me. If not, catch us on the live version of this show. Now, without further delay, let's talk about this renewable energy, Miss Teresa. Oh, first of all, I did say we were going to do this on air. Let's toast to success.
Oh, yes.
Ladies, may God take us where He would like us to be.
Yes.
And we're asking Him to order our steps and attract much wealth.
Yes.
Salud.
Salud.
Awesome. All right. So, who wants to jump in first? I'm excited about this.
Oh my gosh, I don't know, Miss Tech here. Let me just say this. Renewable energy is here to stay. The future is now. It's one of my favorite taglines that God gave me, because have you ever been driving down the street in the last few months and you looking at some cars and some vehicles and you like, wait a minute, what kind of car is that? I've never seen that before. Wait a minute, what's that kind of, is that a gas station over there? Like, what's going on here?
Right.
Those are electric vehicles. And guess what? Your President B is what I call him. The man has a mandate that we all will be driving electric vehicles by 2035.
Wow, that's not far away.
It's not far away.
That's not even 10 years.
It's not.
How scary is that?
It's wonderful because most people know, right? Everybody pretty much on the earth know about Tesla.
Yes.
Well, the cool thing about Tesla is that they've been trying a lot of stuff for the first time. The man is a genius. Mr. Elon, a genius, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing about Teslas is that those cars and those charging stations are only for Tesla cars. And if you notice, you may not have noticed yet, every automaker is going to have their own electric line.
I've seen an electric Hummer on the road.
And that's amazing.
Yes.
I see the commercials every day.
That big old thing on the road.
On the road, electric.
Now, I drove it for free in the Army, though, but I don't know if I want to pay for it and drive it again.
Right? So the fact that I see all these different makers, one of my buddies at Cadillac told me they're not making any more gas cars after 2027 or 2030. 2025. No more gas. Can you imagine what that does for our pollution?
Yes.
Wait a minute. I don't think you know how the preacher say you'll get that on the way home.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to get home to get it. They're not making any more gas cars in what year?
2025. Cadillac.
What year is this?
2023.
Oh my God.
That's around the corner, right?
Ratch around the corner, as my grandpa would say, ratch around the corner.
Right around the corner. So it's super amazing that, wait a minute, no more fuel? I just think of places like California.
Yes.
And you just see the smog everywhere.
Yes.
Where's that going? Is it disappearing?
Mm-mm.
It's going to disappear slowly but surely.
Yeah, eventually,
because there's no more fuel coming out of a lot of cars. And a lot of vehicles are going to be automated. It's mind-blowing. What you say, Miss Shell?
Yeah, it is going to be automated, and because of that, there's going to be a lot of communities that's going to be serviced in such a way, because with COVID, you had to have these buses that actually came into the community, had the medical personnel there, and everybody came and got their COVID shots. So that is just the wave of the future.
Wow.
It's just the wave of the future. It's already out there in the businesses. They already have automated trucks on the highway right now. And so with that being said, it's just embracing that change, that evolution that's coming up. And then once we kind of embrace it, then we won't be so scared.
Right.
There's nothing to fear about where we're going. It really isn't. But what we do need is for everybody to know about your GEO energy.
Absolutely.
That's the renewable energy solution, not only just for residents, but also commercial. So if you're a business owner and you're saying, well, how does this work for me? You can have 2 EV charging stations in front of your business while people are,
working,
patronizing your business. At that time, they can be charging, earning. You set the rate. They find you. You make the appointment. You give them the pen. Boom. You're earning kilowatts. Then you're also earning tokens.
Wow.
Yes. And so if you know anything about the crypto space, tokens are worth their weight in gold.
Wow.
So that part right there, I just look at this, and I remember when I was first introduced to Uric back in December 1, I was introduced. December 2, I signed up.
Wow.
It wasn't even a thing about.
Right.
No. I said, okay, all right, $1 trillion members, boom.
Yes.
Just like that.
Wow.
Remarkable.
I caught it. And I'm just hoping that everybody else will catch it as well.
Yes, and you are, I agree with you about that, signing up. I was introduced in December as well. This is a funny story. Now it is a funny story. Teresa introduced it to me, and then Lachelle introduced it to me.
Small world.
And I didn't know the both of you knew one another, because I think I met you, Lachelle, through someone else. Yes. And then so I said, I was so afraid. I'm so sorry. I signed up with someone else.
And I was like, it's okay. It's okay, because you're going to sign up when you sign up, as long as everybody's in the party together.
Yes.
Right.
That's it.
Right. But all in all, I think it was divine intervention.
It was.
That the three of us connected one way or another. The fact that I came to know you through someone else, to find out the two of you are good friends.
Yes.
And the two of us are good friends. Like, okay, well, this is supposed to happen this way.
Yeah.
I love this. I love this. Now, Uric Energy, what I'm understanding of the company, they have a lot of products, right? And, we talked about the 3-tier, or there are 3 tiers to their EV charging station. You have your residential, and correct me if I'm wrong, and then you have your level 2, which is for your commercial, correct? And then level 3 is more of a kind of a bigger monster. You can actually have digital advertising on it, and it's also, it gives you, the car doesn't have to stay there as long. That charges less. Takes about 15 minutes to charge, correct? And I believe the level 2 was about 30 to 45 minutes. So just cha-ching that in your head on those kilowatts, regardless of which level you have. And if you got one for yourself at home, you owned it, and you have an electric vehicle, or someone comes to your home, your residence to charge, just cha-ching that in your head as well.
Absolutely.
I mean, why not get paid for something you already got?
That part.
Now, besides the energy, the charging stations, what else does Uric have going on?
Listen, I'm going to start with my favorite, or my second favorite. We have an amazing power saver for residential customers. What does that do? Let me talk from experience. You know how your light bill might be $500, $600, $700 a month.
We about to get to them months.
Okay.
That's called Texas
that's
heat.
Texas heat. And they don't apologize for it either. Don't never send me no gift card or anything.
Can I get us $5 at Starbucks something?
They've been like, yeah, let me get that $6.90 though, player.
Right.
The good thing about the Power Saver is that it's going to save you 10 to 30% every month on your light bill. Can you imagine?
Wait a minute, hold on. Like the preacher said, you catch it on. Now I'm trying to catch it before we go home.
Right.
How often do I say? You said every month. Wow.
So 12 months. Imagine cutting your bill that you already pay, that you're going to pay.
You gotta pay.
Yes.
We can't do no darker in here
at all.
Never. So it's a necessity. So what could you do with that every month? Saving 10 to 30%, especially as you said in Texas heat.
Man,
I be sitting here mad. I don't even open a bill. I already know what it's going. I already know what it's going to be, and so it's working amazing. And any home or even offices, commercial can have it as well.
Wow.
Churches.
Wow.
Any commercial setting can have those charges. Now it's really the base. It's based on how many square feet the space is. If it's over 1,200 feet, you may need 2 units, and they just a little doodad you just plug in.
Gotcha.
Yes, so it's divine.
It sounds like, this is a true story. It's been maybe about 10 years ago. We're 2023. Maybe a little bit more than 10 years ago. I remember TXU Energy. They were still kind of in Texas, still kind of, especially in the Dallas area, the leading company. You kind of had to have a TXU Energy. The electricity bill, you really couldn't go with anybody else, Encore, anybody else that's out there now. They had put out, and was on the news, that because of the Texas heat being so devastating that particular year, that they were not going to cut off the electricity if you couldn't pay, because a lot of people are dying from heat stroke.
Oh wow, yeah.
And they just had to work out a payment arrangement with the individuals. Now imagine if we had what we're talking about now.
Yeah.
Then.
Right.
Back then, my grandfather was still living. He died in his early 90s. He was one of those individuals that would turn his heat off. Well, not the heat, but the air off, because he was on a fixed income.
Oh, wow.
I would go and turn it when I go to visit. Hey, Grandpa, how you doing? Click.
Right.
We're not going to sit up here, no. No, sir. Now, you won't be down to 70. Right. I'll put it on 75, but you're not going to sit here with nothing going. No, sir.
It's too hot out in Texas. Absolutely not.
Right. So, but I would actually think that this device that you're talking about, that's an energy saver.
Yes.
Could have contributed to saving some lives.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
People not turning it off because worrying about that bill.
And these bills again in Texas, as you say, Texas heat. When come June, it's rough. So I'm looking forward to have that little blessing aside. And I must say, I want to say a shout out to our founders.
Yes, go right ahead.
Mr. John and Cynthia Rusted. Woo-hoo.
Woohoo!
I'm going to say, let me talk good English. These guys, I like to call them, mad scientists.
Really?
Really? What is it called? Willy Wonka?
Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. Every 5 seconds, there's a new product coming out. You'd be like,
and I'd be looking at them like, wait, where did that come from? Did you dream it? Did you sketch it? Like, how did you? And it's all about helping us. Every person Doesn't matter your background. Doesn't matter
Mm-hmm.
where you come from. We all can save money
Mm-hmm.
with our power saving units,
Mm-hmm.
with our electric vehicles.
Mm-hmm.
Get paid on kilowatts.
Wow.
Who does that?
Ain't heard of nobody.
I haven't seen it. You get paid on kilowatts. So you mean to tell me if I own a unit, someone charges their car in my unit, I'm gonna make money from that?
Mm-hmm.
That's what you call paying yourself.
I know that's right.
Come on now.
I can use some extra ducats.
Exactly.
We
Yes.
all could use some extra.
I know that's right. So besides the you called it the power
Saving.
saver, the EV chargers.
Mhm.
What else does Uric have to offer?
There's some goodies coming. I don't know if I can say it yet because actually we launched, it's official in June, the week of, I think I want to say the 7th through the 10th.
Really?
In Las Vegas. It's going
Uh-oh.
to be our official launch to the world. And we're super excited about it. But when I tell you, I promise you, they are life-changing.
See, that means I'm going to have you back
Yes.
after
yes,
June so
after
we can
June.
talk about what's coming
Yes.
in June with the official launch to the world. So wait a minute.
Yes.
So you're telling me this company is that new?
I've been involved since December.
Wow.
And the products are just totally unbelievable. What it's doing for the communities. We have. Can I talk about the cars?
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I talk-
We can talk about the car.
That's up to you. Look, I'm not controlling what you can or cannot say.
The
Because
products.
there's a challenge on that cost.
Oh my gosh, we have our own line of electric vehicles
I can't wait.
that are in production as we speak.
Wow.
And there's gonna be some cars. I mean, they so funny. We're all like, oh my gosh,
Wow.
where did you get this from? But my favorite one, I think, is the automated automated bus.
Automated bus.
And oh my gosh, the first thing I thought about was veterans. Because you're a vet, my husband a vet. Our family, we got veterans all in our family. I was like, just imagine being able to send vans to pick up veterans
Mm-hmm.
to take them to their doctor's appointment. I was so emotional when I seen that. That's the first thing I thought of.
Oh, wow.
So yeah,
I thought about the elderly.
elderly, veterans, but people who
Yes.
can't drive.
Mm-hmm.
You know, people that are handicapped. You know, blind. I mean, there's so many
There's so
people.
many different ways that it can help.
Absolutely. So I'm beyond excited. I'm reframing myself now. But I'm super, super excited because of what it's gonna do really for the world. I mean, it's mind blowing.
Do you think that, and I'm taking it back to COVID. Remember the shutdown, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we all had to kind of sit still
Yes.
We had to.
and we had no choice but to be locked up in your right. And
Yes.
wherever you were, you just stay there.
Yes.
Don't move, right?
Yes.
And for a moment, now I didn't watch the news much, or then this is just Kimberly just speculating.
Yeah.
The air cleared.
Did you notice that?
Mhm.
Seriously. And I'm gonna tell you what. March 2020 was a rough month with me personally because I had to go to Chicago for unforeseen issues with my family. For the first time in my life ever did I see the entire picture of downtown Chicago. It was a ghost town. No cars on the street. I said,
Yeah.
Lord, are you coming soon? Because, I mean, it was like a no man's land.
Really?
And that was the first time, and it was during COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't see any car. Normally in Chicago, it's like LA.
Mm-hmm.
Thousands of people everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
During COVID, downtown Chicago, I could see from one corner to the next. I could see all the way down to the lake. It was insane.
Wow.
But beautiful at the same time. Because
Wow.
everyone was in.
Wow.
No smog, no crime, No police cars. All you hear was birds chirping and the backdrop of the beach and the lake.
Wow.
It's beautiful.
Wow. And I'm going back to what you were saying earlier. Just imagine if everyone, well, by a certain time, everyone's going to have to convert over,
Absolutely.
right, to an electric vehicle of
Absolutely.
some sort. So get ready.
Get yourself together.
Right. As T.D. Jakes would say, get ready.
Get ready.
Yeah, you about to own an electric vehicle at some
Yes.
particular point in time in your life. If you are of a certain age, I will say that, because there are some that are not able to drive.
Sure.
But at any rate, just picture how clear the air was then.
Yes.
Then everyone converting over to an electric vehicle, how clear the air could last.
Absolutely. And how would that affect people with asthma and things of that nature?
I don't think we'll have as many people
you
getting
don't say
sick.
that.
We have a lot of kids that are just born sick.
Just born sick. Yeah. hmm
Shouldn't-
Absolutely. So going off the grid, hint, it's just gonna be a beautiful thing for everyone, all of us, for the planet. Renewable
is.
energy is all about the planet, saving the planet, right?
Yes.
I've been here many years and seeing electric cars is absolutely mind blowing. I mean, who would have thought in 2023 that we would actually see people charging
Mm-hmm.
a car from their home?
You only saw that in movies.
The Jetsons is the first thing to come to my
Yes.
mind. Remember
I
that
was
concept?
thinking Star Wars, but there's spaceships. But
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you're right. You only
Yes.
saw that, in movies and different TV shows. It wasn't a reality
Right,
yet.
right.
As a matter of fact, I thought by the time I had children, and my children are all in their 20s, cars would be flying.
Right.
Well, they're almost there.
Right.
They're going from gas to electric.
Right.
So
Yes.
Who knows what's next after that?
Yeah, you might see flying taxi cabs.
I mean, you never know.
look, if we running out of space on Earth.
Yes,
Okay.
right? It has to be next. Matter of fact, I've seen something like that coming in the near future.
Where the cars are flying?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That would be
Yeah.
dope. I would be the first one. Let me go.
Let
I
me
want to
try.
get on. Right. I want to get on.
Like,
Now, how does this work? Can I drive?
Right. Can I get that parachute though?
Right. That part.
Can I have that parachute with me while
Exactly.
it's
Exactly.
amazing.
I don't know if you've noticed, the two of you, but that gas price is not going down.
It's not. In California, I don't even complain anymore. When I talk to my friends in Chicago and Cali, they're like, "Oh, the gas was $6 and some change and $5.85," and I said, "Okay, thank you, Lord, for my
$6 and what?
yeah for some gas, a gallon."
1 gallon.
Mm-hmm.
Like $5 ain't gonna get me nothing.
Your car, like, I'm sorry, what's going on?
You're like,
What's going on with $5? We can't do nothing.
we can't move.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
California, if you look up those gas prices, it's crazy. That's why a lot of people, I read a couple months ago, a lot of people have been selling their cars because they can't afford the gas, the maintenance, the insurance, the car note, and they just they do share rides.
Well, let me tell you, let's look at it from a different perspective. There are a lot of people that are not going into work unless that job would allow them to work at least a percentage of that work week
Absolutely.
at home.
Because of the cost.
It costs too much money to get up and go to work. Imagine that.
Imagine that in 2020, what was that? That started during COVID too. A
Uh-huh.
lot of companies still allow their employees to work from home.
Yeah, but you still got some that are still. I'm no longer working, so I will just say you still have right.
Congratulations.
Thank you. I work for all of me, but
That's right.
I still have some that there's still some employers that are micromanagers.
Yeah.
Now, those jobs that require you to be there, that makes sense.
Sure.
But if you don't, if the same thing I can do sitting in that office, I
Right.
can do it at home. Why am I here?
Right.
Why am I wasting the gas, the time, the money,
Time.
energy,
Yes.
put on the clothes, the makeup, the hair, all this
Yes.
other stuff just to get
Yes.
up here to sit 8, some people 9 hours, and
Right.
some 10, just to repeat that same process all over. Yes, having those higher gas prices is affecting everything.
It is. It really is.
Yes.
And that's what's making a lot of people switch over to electric, just on what they're saving in the gas and the maintenance. All of that makes a difference with electric.
Now, I'll be honest with you. I am ready for an electric vehicle, but I will probably keep my gas guzzler
Sure.
just so that I can get used to it.
Right.
Only because it is technology.
Of course. Yeah.
And that's just Kimberly. But I know there's people that think like that
Sure.
out there. But I'm confident that whatever is coming out and whatever is already out on the market, it's been tested and retested and tried and taken through the fire
Right.
to know what it can handle in terms of that technology piece.
I would do the same. 'Cause
Really?
I have a big truck, so I need to find something comparable to what
Right.
I have.
Correct.
So for me, I would be keeping mine as well. But I'm so excited the fact that our president is so concerned about the planet. I mean, Matt, your president said we got to do better. We need a minimum of 500,000 EV charger stations on the highway. That's not even in the...
Wait a minute. There's another one of those catch it going home. We finna catch it before you get on the highway, like I'm pulling over on the highway.
Yes.
Like a gas station. Yeah. He said we need 500,000. I think that's too low.
Well, I would agree if they're going to stop making gas guzzlers by within 18 months.
Yes.
Because this year is about half gone.
Yeah.
So within a little bit, 4 months over 18 months, so I guess about 20 months from now, the gas cars will go away, and then everything is being introduced as an electric vehicle.
Yeah,
I would agree.
Now that's just Cadillac. There's some other automakers they're saying the president said up to 2035. But some automakers have already signed off saying our last load is in 2027.
Chrysler's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, my car that I have, that I fell in love with.
I love the 300s. My husband
Thank
has
you.
one.
Oh, and it's my third one. I thought I was going to buy a fourth one, but I guess not. So I better hang on to my little old baby. But yeah, me and Quincy, we've been down like 4 flat tires, literally flat. Me and Quincy, that's my road dog, literally, yes. But I'm gonna have to put Quincy on the shelf so I can get a Quinetta or something.
Right. Go on and get Quincy a partner.
Yeah.
Right. So we could I could have a family.
Absolutely.
I wonder what that would look like for my insurance, my car insurance.
I'm excited to learn about that too. That's a great question.
I need to make that call. Because that's a saver.
Absolutely. Yeah, and you also get tax credits
And they're safer.
all kind. Yeah, no fuel.
Mm-hmm.
How about that?
Yeah, they're safer, they're saver, and the tax credit you get from purchasing them.
Absolutely.
Wow.
We will be winning.
Yes, we will. Yes, we will.
Winning. Getting paid on kilowatts.
Getting paid on kilowatts.
While saving the planet.
While
Our
saving
planet.
the planet. Yes.
That's the part that I watched the president's speech and I said, so let me get this straight. It's a mandate. And by the way, the government, that's right, I said it, every state is giving so much money towards your purchase, giving you incentives.
To purchase them.
So just the state of Texas, if I'm not mistaken, last I checked, they were giving up to $100,000 per location.
Wow.
So some people, for those of you all who have some land, vacant lots, old commercial property, and you want to just convert that to your own EV charging station
Mm-hmm.
with multiple chargers. You could be getting paid on kilowatts and get money from the government up to $100,000 per location.
Wow.
That's crazy. It's
That's
like
dope.
they're making it easy for you to transition
Yes.
into owning your own stations.
Guess what else is about to be attacked? Our school systems. Just think about the average mechanic. You know, they're turning wrenches now. They're going to be turning a computer later.
Yeah.
They're not going to be, I'm sure there's some parts that will probably require some sort of toolage of some sort, but it's
Sure.
going to be more computer based.
Yeah.
The robotics is here.
They're here. Absolutely.
It's just going to get more robust.
Right.
And like we were saying, the bus, the electric bus,
Yes.
that drives itself.
Yes.
That's dope.
I've seen the automated cars here in Arlington, downtown Arlington.
Really?
Yes. And
Is it like their bus system?
It really looks like a little taxi.
Okay.
And I was pulling up and I said, wait a minute, where the people? Wait a minute.
Who's driving?
Who's driving this thing? And so one of my neighbors was like, oh, those are new automated taxis. I said, oh my God, no drivers? Crazy.
Wow.
It's here, baby.
And we can own one of those?
We can own, yes, through Uric GEO Energy.
Wow.
Yes, you can.
Wow. See, my mind is already spinning.
I know, me too.
In 100 different ways. Oh
Absolutely.
my gosh.
Absolutely.
That's amazing.
All for the planet, all for our kids and our kids' kids.
Yes. And in hopes that doing this would we will all benefit health wise.
Absolutely.
You imagine most this is once again Kimberly's perception. I think the traditionalists, they're in their 90s now. They're early 90s and older. They had it, to me, best because they had to grow their own food. They had to grow their own food.
Yes.
You know, they had to. A lot of things were homemade, down to candles and soap and everything. They didn't have YouTube to figure it out.
Right.
They had Me Too, this thing up here in their brain.
Me Too. You remember the encyclopedias?
Oh my, yes. Oh my God. And by the time you got a whole set, it's outdated.
Okay. You had to get it updated.
Oh no, my parents wasn't updating nothing. So they were like, well, look, you just have to stay with the information you got. Them book reports is about to be a few years behind.
You'll be all right.
Right, you live. Just look, this is what it is. I think we still got a couple of them around the house. Hilarious,
right?
But just imagine how much healthier we possibly could go back with saving just the ozone layer.
Yeah,
just stop putting the stuff out in the air.
Absolutely.
Doing this could almost be. I don't think COVID would have been as prevalent.
Yeah, I agree.
We would have had it, but I don't think we would have had it with the whole shutdown, the world shutting down.
The world shut down.
I think it'd have been more like a cold.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, girl, I got COVID. Okay, we'll just stay home, rest up,
5 days,
drink you some orange juice.
You'll be all right.
Yeah, you'll be all right.
We'll see you next week.
Right. But it's because of all the pollution, all the other stuff that we're putting out there. And it's not just the gas cars, but since we're talking about renewable energy, it's a little bit of everything that's contributing to that. But if we can take something off the table.
Absolutely, yes.
And then get paid taking it off the table at the same time. That part right there. You get paid to take it off the table. So contributing to saving the planet, I can see where my children's children won't have to be looking like some of our parents. You know, they have Ziploc bags full of pills. I've seen 20 bottles just lined up, you know.
Don't even know what it is. I'm like, wait a minute, what are you taking? I don't know. The doctor
Just
said I
gave it to
gotta.
me.
Right.
They said I gotta take it 2 a day.
Right.
Wait a minute. What is it? I don't know.
And it costs how much money?
Oh my gosh!
For 30 pills?
One of my veteran friends told me literally just yesterday that she takes 14 pills a day. Miss Etta.
Wow.
Yeah. So can you imagine the difference? And every little bit helps.
Yes, it does.
Every little bit helps. So the more people that invest in electric cars, you're gonna see us now or see us later.
You sure right about
you gotta
that.
do it.
Yes, you do.
You got to do it. It's a mandate.
Yes, it
And
is.
you get to earn some money while you're doing it.
And and don't forget about that power saver that you can plug into your
saver
residential and commercial establishment and cut that electric bill down.
Absolutely.
I know solar power is out there. Yeah, that's great and that's awesome. But just imagine if you can just add something else to that. To consider reduce it even more.
Absolutely.
Man, that's what it should be about.
Absolutely. It's gonna be amazing. It's amazing now. We've seen our customers' bills go from one of my clients just sent me her latest bill. She originally started out at 1,109 kilowatts, and after 2 weeks she was dropped down to 902.
Just after 2 weeks?
Mm-hmm. So she was excited.
That's instant.
Yes.
That's not
even.
That's not. Oh, you're gonna have to wait about 45 days.
No. Instant.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It was instant.
That part.
Yes.
Wow.
So I'm excited about all that. The amazing founders, Mr. John and Cynthia Rustin.
Yes. I'm excited about all of this as well.
Yes.
And I know the title of the podcast is The Numbers Game. We really haven't talked numbers, but I didn't want us to talk numbers on this. I wanted us to talk renewable energy, just like we did, because I think it's worth the conversation. It's worth you knowing how you can contribute towards saving this planet.
Yes.
What we've been doing apparently is not working, right?
Right.
So as old folks would say, when you know better, you do better, right?
Yes. I think we all over 50.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm 32. I'm 32, but I'm gonna be 50 in September. But I'm 32.
You just got a little full-time machine thing going on.
Right? It's awesome. Yes. So I have a goal to live to be 102.
Come on now.
But I don't want to be. I kind of want to be like Sister Tyson.
Yeah.
She worked till the day she died.
Yeah, because she loved what she was doing.
She working from passion. Yes, ma'am.
What she doing.
Was writing her memoir and just close her eyes and then wake up. I'd look. If I can have a say so, take me. I want to live to be 102, and I want to be able to work and consistently contribute to help others. I have a passion for helping others. And I do understand that is a purpose for my life. And this business here is one of those things that can help you.
Absolutely.
And one of those things that can help you put money in your pocket and save the planet. Okay, let me rewind. Save the planet and put money in your pocket. So in case you didn't miss it, I'm going to say in Swahili. It'll put money in your pocket and save the planet. That's just all I don't know how to say that.
There's nothing else to say. It's a win-win.
It's a win-win-win-win.
Win-win-win. We're winning.
Yes, This is amazing. This is amazing. So, folks, I would like to thank Teresa. I'm in her studio, the Layers Interior Studio.
Thank you
for having me. Yes. And Lachelle, thank you for being on the show as well.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. When we all went to the expo.
Yes.
And you and I were talking majority of my time there with you, and God was like, you need to have her on the show. I said, you're right. That's how me and God talk. You need to do this. You're right, Lord.
Right.
I ain't gonna argue with you. Now, I may not do it when you say you want me to do it, but I'm gonna do it. I promise.
Absolutely. And by the way, guys, let me give you our website.
Yes.
So you can go check out all the goodies for yourself. It is www. I'm gonna spell it out so you can get it. GEO.co. That is YEREQ.GEO.co. One more time. That is www.YEREQGEO.co. Go check out all the goodies.
Exactly.
Yes.
And if you want to get plugged in with either one of us, all the details will be down in the bio section, the comments. It'll be listed. Let's just say that, so that you can definitely click on that link. And get in touch with us. I don't know what happened there for a minute. I just had to catch my breath, I guess, when I was trying to say that. But at any rate, be sure that you like and subscribe so that I can continue to stay employed doing this. The more subscribership I have, the more I can stay doing it. I'm going to do this anyway because this is another one of those God things. So it's all a part of passion. Whether you like or subscribe or not, thank you for tuning in. And once again, this is your girl, Miss Kim, with the Numbers Game. You have a good one. Hope you just enjoyed the last show. So be sure to hit that bell twice, 1, 2, so you can keep up with your girl. Oh, this making me look at me making a mess. And I got my fur buddy, King Solomon, with me. See you next time. Peace.